Hey everybody, it's Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life here for Everyday Inspiration. This is the series that Daisy, Dolly, Crystal, Lisa, Jennifer, and I do for the 15th of the month every month. We each pick an inspiration piece and we create a layout based off of that. So this month was Dolly's inspiration, and you will see the inspiration piece again in a minute pop up on the screen. But first I want to show you where the design part, not the inspiration, but the design came from for this layout. So I am going to take it's a photo of a beautiful tree in Dolly's backyard, I would assume. But I am going to take that and use just the colors of the color green as my inspiration to create this layout. And then I have been binge watching Audrey Yeager. I love her layouts. They are so inspiring. I love how she does boy layouts and the colors that she does and everything. And I just recently rewatched her summer series. And she had created a really fun layout about the fair, and she had done some, what do you call those, rosettes? That's what they're called. I definitely had to duplicate that and create my own in all of the green patterns, and I kind of wanted it to be somewhat similar in the fact that I'm doing the rosettes, but then I really kind of do my own thing. So it's not a scrap lift by any means. It's just the fact that I had recently watched her do it, and I wanted to give her credit for it because that's where my idea came from. And so I went ahead and did that. The way to create rosettes, really, you probably shouldn't watch me. You should probably go and watch her video it was her last date, her summer series, the very last video in that series for 2018. I'll leave a link below. She's the best one to watch if you want to know how to do it. But basically you accordion fold and then stitch together the two pieces and create a little rosette. I will tell you the dimension in this is crazy. So if you are not a fan of bulk on your layouts, this type of design is not going to be for you. It's very, very dimensional. It's going to be a thick layout that goes into my album, but I love the way that it turns out. And you just put some fun foam or you glue it, whatever's going to work best for you. And that's how you create them. You can put something in the middle of them and just kind of go about it. So I went ahead and I'm using all of this is stash stuff that's in my scraps, my green section of my scraps, and I just went and made a whole bunch of them. I wanted to do a couple half ones. I really liked the way that looked, and so that they were kind of floating off the page. And then I go ahead and find a design that's going to work for me, not really knowing what I wanted to do. I was thinking maybe New Year's Eve was kind of coming to mind, or a bit of a birthday theme kind of came to mind, and you will see that is what I go with, is the birthday theme. I loved the idea of them kind of just representing something like that. And my son recently just had a birthday. He turned 5, which is a pretty big one. And so I'm going to go ahead and scrap the photo of him unwrapping his gifts. It was so early in the morning, which will be a completely different story. But I'm really lucky. I guess you could consider I'm really lucky in the fact that I document birthdays in 3 layouts. So one goes into our family album, one goes into I have an album that's literally just the day they were born, and then their first birthday, second birthday, so on and so forth. And then I have one that goes into an album that I document them with 3 layouts a year that just kind of represents their what their year was like and their personalities or any really massive event that happened. It all kind of goes in there. And this one will probably go into, I'm not sure yet. I haven't decided which one it's going to go into. It'll probably go into the one that kind of represents the 3 layouts a year. It's probably the one I'll end up doing, but we'll see. So I know I want to use 5. I want to get as many 5s used up as possible because, like I said, this was such a big birthday for him. At least for me, it was for him. That's a big age. It's you're really no longer a baby or a toddler or anything like that. You are like officially a big boy. It was hard for me, him turning 5. I was not ready for him to be 5. So it was kind of a big thing, and I really wanted to be able to get it documented. So I'm just going through. I have a little container that has all of my numbers separated by number, and I just pulled out all the 5s I thought were going to work. And I do switch things up a little bit, you will see that, but I love the way that this is going. I'm really liking the design. I think it's really neat. I wanted to use that big 5 wood veneer, but it's gonna go ahead and be replaced with the gold. I thought that was a little bit more subtle, and the problem was with that 5, that wood veneer was, I was going to the wood veneer rather than the photo, and though the photo is kind of a secondary thing anyways, I still wanted, obviously, your eye to go to the photo. Now, to work on a title or some sort of something, I pulled out I have this beautiful Mickey Holmes chipboard sticker sheet that I got. I received it as a gift. So I wanted to use that Celebrate because I loved the way that it looked. I like the pop of black that it brought in. And then I'm going to bring in a little bit more black by adding the little man there, because he is my little man now. And I like that a lot. And then I still need to pull in the actual title, which is going to be Birthday Boy, is what I'm thinking. So I'm going to pull out this alpha that is from... it's like an agenda, everyday creative agenda or something. I really like the color. It kind of matches with the one that has the pink 5 on it. So I'm going to go ahead and use that. And then I use dude instead of boy. It was part of the Simple Stories sticker sheet that I had. I liked the way that it looked. It brought in another pop of the black. And so I'm digging this. I do need to go ahead and move that little man down now because the font and the color is too close to the word dude. I also put kind of a little strip of scrap that I had in the teal at the top, and then the sticker, again, this is from the Simple Stories. I think this collection is actually called Little Dude, and it's the black and white stripe. I'm going to go ahead and use that. I use a sticker that says something about how awesome he is, and I really liked that little sticker. So much so that I'm going to go ahead and pull off that pink 5 and add a sticker there. One to the top half rosette and one to the bottom half rosette there. And you can see I also added a random embellishment. Look at that. That little dog, I had to use it. It was just too cute not to. Has absolutely nothing to do with the layout, but I love it and had to use it. Now, please make sure to go check out everyone's take on today's inspiration piece. Like I said, it was brought to you by Dollie this time. And here's a look at my finished layout. I'll see everyone really soon with another video. In fact, you'll see me tomorrow. Thanks, everyone. Bye.